we have finally reached chapter 15, which is the last analysis that you will be learning. We would do a regression analysis, and let's attempt to case 15.1, our favorite Hobbit choice restaurant, on page 402, and let's attempt to answer question 1 and 2. So a linear regression analysis, which is as commonly known as regression analysis. So the question asks, what is the demographic target market definition for the Hobbit's Choice restaurant? The dependent variable to use is the likelihood of patronizing the Hobbit's Choice restaurant, and the independent variables must be either metric or dichotomous, which is a dummy variable. So in the variable list, the recoded income level, not this, but the recoded income level, which is this, you see, it's scale, so it's metric, and family size is also metric, and the year born or the age is metric, and the gender can be used as a dummy variable. Nominal. So let's go ahead and run the analysis. What you want to go to is under Analyze, Regression, choose Linear Regression, click on it. I have put in likely, which is the dependent variable, sorry. An independent variable would be the recoded income, family size, year born, and gender, which is the dummy variable in this case. What you're going to do next is click on Statistics and make sure that the collinearity diagnostics, because we want to check the VIF, it's checkmarked. Continue and click OK. And this would be the model or the results that you will see. So as you can see, the only significant independent variable is the recoded income. How do you know? You look at this coefficient. Recoded income, the significance level is 0.00. All the other variables are not significant. It must be at least 0.05 and below. So it shows that only this is significant. So what we want to do is rerun so we can do some trimming. As you can see in the chapter, it talks about trimming. So what we're going to do, because these are not significant, there's no point looking at it. So we just, not no point, but for the purpose of this study, so we're just going to go ahead and go to Regression, Linear, and take out all those that are not significant, even your dummy variable. Statistics, make sure the collinearity is diagnostics, that's checkmark, and then click Continue. OK. Significant, significant. So the target market, it's very simple. The Hobbit's Choice restaurant target is upper income resident, because this is only the significant value, and VIF have to be less than 10. She talks about on page 386. For the next analysis, the question is number 2. What is the restaurant spending behavior for the target market? So it is the same type of analysis. You would do a linear regression, but this time you would pick the variable that answers the question of how many total dollars do you spend per month, because they're looking at spending behavior. Let's look at this. So you would look at the spending behavior, which is answered by how many total dollars do you spend per month in a restaurant, thought spent, and the other variable that you want to check on is the average evening price, and that is here, average price. and you do the same thing. You run the analysis, regression, linear. You take this out, and then you put in the average price and the top spend. Double check on the statistics, make sure this VIF is checked marked on culinary diagnostics, and click and make sure that this is entered for the purpose of this question, and then click OK. Here you go. You can look at this data, significant. So in interpretation of this data, I will leave it up to you. Let me know if you have any questions.